Hello, welcome to Knockin Noggins. I gotta choose my volume here. Welcome to March Madness. It is finally March Madness. Tournament kicks off tomorrow officially. I know we had the play-in games, which I didn't even watch. I've been so busy. I actually had another show earlier and raced to get this ready. But we have an exciting one for you today. For those of you who know Knockin Noggins, it's kind of a bar show. And this is our happy hour version, so we may have some drinks along the way. We have our defending champ with us. Cindy's back with us from her Super Bowl win. She's actually won, I think, a couple other times at Knockin Noggins. I think Donnie's with her, too. I see Donnie back in the green room as well. Joe Guez with us. Joe, you saw earlier in the week on our bracket reveal and reaction show. And you know my other guest, too, Doug, from the Pastor and the Professor podcast. So a lot of familiar faces here. This is just kind of a warm-up. If you are watching at home, I apologize. I did not have time to get an answer sheet out to you. But if you just have pen and paper along with you, that'd be great. If you want to submit your answers in the chat on YouTube or in the comments on Facebook, we'll get them and I'll bring some of them on stage and kind of communicate with you guys while the contestants are playing along live. So we'd love to just say hi, say where you're calling from, any March Madness memories, maybe your favorite team, who you have in the bracket. I'll bring the guest on here in a little bit. But you can kind of look at those triangles there. I should have put a screen with all of them on here. I did not. Why don't you guys go ahead and unmute yourselves? I'll bring you on here in a second. I think I'm just going to skip the triangles here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to switch my restream thing. I hope this works. I don't know if it's going to. We're going to find out. Because if it doesn't, all right, it will. All right. There's 35. There's 35. All right, there they all are. Look at those beautiful faces.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, long time no see.
I know. Doug and I just got off our show about an hour ago. So my Pastor and Professor show is on Wednesday nights live. So we decided we were going to record it. And then we decided to just go live at about 5 o'clock his time or my time. And, you know, both of us have the curse or blessing of gab. So we went long. I know it's a shocker for anybody that hang around me any long time. But I had an hour to create 92 scenes for this show. So I got it done. I cannot guarantee there's no mistakes in there, however. So we will see. I think tech-wise we'll be okay. But just want to open things up with who you guys are rooting for. Or did all you fill out a bracket?
No.
Not finished.
You have like a
When
couple
does
hours.
it have to be done by?
Well, the games start tomorrow. So
Oh, okay.
I think it start by 11 tomorrow. Something like that.
I'm going to have my kid do it.
There you go. I can't believe your kid's in high school.
I know. He's got his driving permit and everything. He's 6'2" now.
That's crazy.
Cindy, that bracket would be better than Jay's on his reveal show the other day. I will just let you know that.
What? I have the winning bracket. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Yours was not good, Joe. I'm just saying. Joe, I have a little delay on Joe, but hopefully it'll straighten out. I think you're good now. Say something now, Joe. Now
Hello, Jay.
You're definitely mute or delayed. Doug, let's see if you're delayed.
I may be delayed.
No, you're good. You're good. It's just Joe.
All right.
That's because your bracket sucked.
Just mute.
Joe, why don't you disconnect and call back in, and I'll get you back in. And so, Doug, who do you have in the bracket, or who do you want to win? Or obviously you're pulling for Virginia Tech. He's a Virginia Tech fan.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Hokies. It's the miracle year. Has been so far. I'm at one ACC championship for the first time. If they stay on a roll, they're a hot team. They could make a run for it. So we'll see. I wouldn't imagine that they would end up winning this year, but I'd like to go deep. So it'd be nice.
That's a real big wish and big ass. But it's all right. How about Cindy and Donnie? Who are you rooting for? Any teams you're pulling for, or just want to watch it and drink?
Watch it.
I have no idea what teams are in. Basketball's not my thing.
You can see what she's doing. You see what she's doing, right? Right.
Yep.
She's already putting disclaimers out for this. There's Joe. Say something now.
Hopefully it's better, Jay.
It is. It's better. It happens every now and then. We have 4 feeds coming in here, so that's the. So Cindy's already making excuses like, "Oh, basketball's not my thing." All right, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Joe.
Can you hear the dog chewing her bone?
Yeah. I hear
Sorry.
it. That's all right. Joe, who do you have for a championship, or who do you have in the Final Four?
I don't. Hang on, Jay. I have a bracket over here. Kansas, Purdue, Gonzaga, and I don't know, Tennessee.
I think yeah. I have Gonzaga, Purdue, Arizona, and Iowa. I have 2 Big Ten teams in the Final Four.
So Jay, mine changes every day. So it's probably much different than you and I had the other day.
Yeah, I only changed one thing. I years ago I used to do like 3 or 4 brackets, which I think a lot of people do. I do one now and only do one. I remember hearing Mike Golick on the radio bitching at everybody who did multiple brackets. So since Golick laid down the law, I only do one. Stick with my one, and I've won. Since I did that, I've won, and I've won with. So we'll see. Something I was going to say, I have Arizona winning it all. Didn't have them going in. I just kind of picked, again, the bracket came out like an hour before Joe and I went on live, so we were kind of scrambling to get, I hadn't even thought about it, and it's kind of like wrote stuff in as we go. But the only thing I changed is I went on your lead, Rutgers winning that play-in game.
That is correct.
Yeah, and they played tonight, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. I have them winning 2 games.
Yep. Attaboy. We'll see. I mean, I'm on your Tennessee bandwagon, and you're on my Rutgers, so it works out.
Yeah, I had a hard time picking Iowa over Tennessee there. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. I no longer remember now what order the show's in, so it's going to be new to me every time we do it too. The first round, we'll find out. We're just kind of waiting. Again, if you're playing along at home, I don't have a counter on here. At least I only have one on, so I can't see it. Feel free to comment in the chat on YouTube and then on the comments in Facebook or Twitter. We'll get them. Put your answers in there, maybe some of your favorite teams, your favorite March Madness memories, and we'll share some of those kind of when we take breaks here. And we're going to get going because I don't want to keep you guys like I did last time for like 9 hours. I think it was like 3 hours last time, Cindy. I blame you, though, in all fairness. You kept on getting kicked off, and we had to bring her on like 14 times.
That was my dial-up.
Her dial-up AOL. Like, I think the CD. I think the CD got stuck in the thing. Maybe. Still had some cardboard on it from the magazine she got it out of or something. All right. We are going to move on to round 1. And this is anything you guys have seen. Cindy's played Knockin Noggins several times. This is nothing she's seen before. So she does not have an advantage. And again, she's already making excuses. Basketball's not my thing. All right. Again, this is more playful than it is serious trivia. That was the whole premise of Knockin Noggins, trying to get away from the seriousness of Chicago trivia. We want to create something that was more social in nature and got tables and people talking at the bars and staying after the event versus just leaving right when the show ended and nursing one drink. I would always pimp out points for drinks where I'll say, hey, get the group of guys over there. I'll say, hey, buy that group of girl a round of shots. I'll give you 5 extra points. And everybody get all pissed off, but I'm like, I don't care. It's my show. Go down the street. If you want to play serious trivia, go down the street. This isn't it. This is definitely not it. All right. I will warn, sometimes if you're watching at home, sometimes Knockin Noggins can get a little raunchy. This is a happy hour show. So if the kids are nearby, there may be some language or maybe some content, although I don't think there's much content that's risque. But some of their answers maybe. Who knows? I can make no guarantees. So there's your warning. If the kids are around, I will just say Cindy's on this show. Be prepared. Be prepared. I want to go back, Cindy, by the way. I have all our shows recorded for my own stuff, so I have the one that we were all pretty toasted on. We were in there until
with
like
the jail.
I don't even remember. There was one that you were just in rare form that night. And it was just, I was just laughing so hard. I want to go back and find it. It was like 2 Aprils ago, or probably 2 years ago or something. Like when COVID first started.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was when COVID first started.
Yeah. You had to be like an entrepreneur and combine two things that would help in the jail. And
oh yeah, that was the snake oil thing. That's right. That wasn't Knockin Noggins. That was my snake oil. Yeah.
That was good.
That's a round we got to do. We got to do that one again. The hashtag it event, and which we'll have, I think actually I don't have any hashtags in this one. I may have one, maybe two. In the snake oil, those are 2 other events. They actually started within Knockin Noggins, and we broke them out into their own events. So anyway, all right, you got paper and pencil ready?
Let's go, Jay.
Let's do it. This trash talking is allowed.
Uh-oh.
I think this is round 1. I really don't know what's next, so I'm going to find out. I got some fun facts. I have some fun facts about the thing. Usually I do some warm-up brain teasers here. I was like, So I thought this was pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen this one, but your odds of winning the lottery, getting struck by lightning, and a boa constrictor coming out of your toilet all on the same day, all 3 of those things happening, is greater than you having a perfect bracket. That's crazy.
No doubt.
1 in 9.2 quintillion. And I read that several times today, and then I actually saw the number written out. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of zeros.
Wow.
It's like, holy crap. Yeah. I know, wasn't Rupert Murdoch going to give somebody $1 billion if they did it? A couple years ago.
I remember that. Yep.
And I'm sure there's all these, computer statisticians and everything trying to do everything they could to try to figure it out. But, that's why it's March Madness, baby. Just
coincidentally, that's Michigan State's odds of winning the championship this year, Jay. So it just matches up perfectly.
Yeah, well, then Ohio State's is 1 in 900.21 quintillion. But yet, somehow Doug thinks Virginia Tech's going to make a deep run.
They can play for a while. I like it.
Yeah, they're hot right now, so you never know. All right, so that's one of the things. All right, next one. We did something similar for the Super Bowl. That's why I did this one. I personally, almost every year since I've been working age, have taken the Thursday and Friday of the first week of the tournament off and parked myself at a bar or a restaurant or wherever to watch games. That chili we mentioned earlier on the other show, Doug, is starting to affect me. Sorry.
I see that.
But I mean, how many people take the time off? Or, even if their team's not in it, but if their team's in it and they make a deep run and things like that, but $13.3 billion lost in production at companies. People taking off, coming in early, really everybody's kind of watching the games or having it on their browser anyhow during Friday and Saturday, the next two weeks. So $13.3 billion. That's crazy.
It is.
All right, the question time. This is again just for fun now. You can shout out the answer if you know it. What is the lowest seed to ever win a national championship?
11.
Joe knows it, and that is incorrect.
Thank you.
No, it's incorrect, Joe.
Thank you for calling it up.
Actually, I don't have a buzzer on this one, but I can go. I don't have a buzzer on this one. I need a buzzer. Hold on. I got to see if I can switch my Stream Deck profile and see if it works. Hold on. I want to be able to buzz people. Sports bar. Here's my Super Bowl show. This will probably work. Let's see.
Just get in your balderdash game and pull out that little.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Mechanical buzzer.
Where's the buzzer? All right, so let's see if this works. I'm gonna go back. Did it go back? It did, didn't it? All right. Yeah. And then now, Joe.
Okay.
There we go.
Now I'm going with a different answer because you went back.
Anybody else?
I'll say 8.
8. Do you know who it happened to be? Doug, you are right on the 8.
I'm gonna say. I want to say it was like.
The eyes are closed.
Pre-modern times. So
Villanova.
The Wolfpack?
Villanova.
I was going to say Villanova.
Villanova.
And then I second guessed
No,
myself.
NC State ended up being a 6th seed in that tournament in
Oh, were they a
1983.
16? Okay. All right.
Yeah. But I think, Joe, they still had to win the ACC tournament to get in. They were just a 6th seed because the ACC was so strong, correct?
Yeah, that was the only way you could get in, is if you win that tournament to get in. So it was tougher times.
Yeah.
Was it Ed Pickney's Villanova?
It was at
back in the
Pickney's
day?
Villanova.
Nice.
It was.
Very nice.
Okay.
All right. What's the lowest seed to make a Final Four?
I'm not as confident, but I want to blurt in here.
Go ahead.
Flirt away.
I feel like he's looking shit up.
No. Evidently not. I missed the first one. So, oh gosh, is it Loyola? First of all,
That'd be awesome.
Is that the answer? Loyola, Chicago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There are
thank
four.
you.
There are 4 teams. There are 4 teams. 4 number 11s. Loyola is the most recent one, but VCU.
Okay.
Everybody, a lot of people remember the George Mason run, and then LSU was the first team to do it way back in the year 1086.
How many seeds are there?
I would assume that's what it
There
is.
are 16. So there's 4 brackets, 4 regions, and 16 seeds in each one. They're 1 through 16. And that's the way it is now. It's been that way for a while now. In the 80s, it switched to that. Before that, it was 32. And they played around with some other things, but it started with 8. Back in 1939. 1939 was the first year of the NCAA tournament. The NIT tournament was the tournament at the time. Actually, the NIT tournament started a year before that, just a year before. But that was the main tournament for most up until like the 70s. And they were considered the national champion. There were 3 years, or 2 or 3 years, I think 1945, 44, and 43, 43, 44, and 45, where the winner of those 2 tournaments played, and then they crowned the champion there. I don't know why they didn't do that for longer than that.
Yeah.
Seems like they should, but yeah.
Jay, I'm really impressed that LSU ran to the Final Four even before Naismith was born. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
For them, too.
1086. I love it.
Yeah, so it's a fun fact that very few people know that basketball's been around since the
The Dark Ages.
the Dark Ages. It looked very different, though. It looked very different, in all fairness.
Yes.
All right. Name the school that's won the national championship in men's and women's in the same year.
UConn.
UConn did it twice. UConn did
Wow.
it twice. The only team that's won it. Florida came close. Right? Florida came close, and some others, but yeah. So, all right, now I think that was the last one. I think we're going to round 1. So now you are not allowed to blurt out answers. Again, if you're playing at home, feel free to put your answers in the comments. Say hi. There's Chuck. Hold on. There's Chuck. I've heard some nasty stuff about the past. Oh, yeah. There's Chuck. Oh, Chuck. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can change this real quick so I can see people's comments. I will do that and do this and then do this. And hopefully then we can see Chuck's things. Bring Chuck back on here again. That way other things I'll be able to see.
There it is.
There we go. All right. Yes, there's been some nastiness in Knockin Noggins that passed for sure. For sure. All right. So make sure you have a pen and paper at home. I'm going to move my chat over here so I can see people playing at home. Feel free to put your answers there. I'm going to knock that off. And then I think we're moving on to round 1. Cheers, everybody. Happy March Madness.
Cheers.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Can we
Salud.
mute ourselves?
No, you don't need to. I mean, you can if you want to. Hold on. My favorite day in Chicago is always St. Patrick's Day. I'm bummed I'm not there. But, all right. It's this screen again. See? I told you I didn't know it was happening. All right. So, this is a round. Cindy, you played this round before. It's called Confident. It's all the rounds are based on board games. I think pretty much all of them. Sometimes there's some custom-made stuff, but this is from a board game called Confident. It's a relatively new game. Great one to play in the car. It's fun. It's kind of some of these things we've done in car trips and stuff like that in the past, or sitting around the bar with your friends and so forth. So how Confidence works, I'm going to give you a question or a a thing, and the answer is going to be, say the answer is 10, or you don't know, but you're guessing it's 10. So you're going to give me an answer, number one. Actually, you're going to give me a range where the answer could fall in. So if you think the answer may be 10, you want to put a range from 5 to 15. Okay. If you're not confident at all, you can go 1 to 100, right? That way, because you get points if your answer falls within the range, you get 1 point. So what I want you to do is come up with a range where you think the answer might fall in. And again, if you're more confident in the answer, you can shrink that range down, because you need to tell me the size of the range too. So in my example, 5 and 10, the range would be 5, right? That's the size of the range. If you have the smallest range, you get 3 extra points, right? So you get 1 point if it's in the range, in your range. Again, if you're not confident, just guess. Sometimes it's numbers, sometimes it's years, sometimes it's percentages. So if your answer falls within whatever range you give me, you're going to get a point. If your range is the smallest, you're going to get 3 extra points. All right? Sound good? I guess I could have gone to that. Could have gone to that screen and kind of showed you. So this is kind of what you're going to do on your answer sheet. Again, don't blurt them out. We're going to do the first 3 rounds before I give you any answers. All right? So don't expect them right away, because you're not getting them. All right? All right. Any questions before we start? I think I have to have another sip. All right. Number 1. I think there's only 3 in this round. This is points. What is the highest single game point total for a player in tournament history? Remember, do not shout these out. Do not look them up, cheater. Joe. All right. I see his arms kind of moving like he might be texting something down there. I don't know.
Just chilling, Jay. Just chilling.
All right. So the highest single game point total by a player in NCAA history, what do you think it is? Put that range in there, and then just put a slash in what the size of the range is. Or if you want to do it when we give you answers, that's fine too. It's going to be self-graded. All right. I'm going to move on to the second one. Everybody good? All right. All right, second one, appearances. How many times has Kentucky made the NCAA tournament? This is the 83rd year? Something like that? How many times has Kentucky made the NCAA tournament? They are number 1. I'll give you a hint. They do have the most appearances. And did you know that they had the most appearances? Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Sure.
They're the Alabama of basketball, so that makes sense.
You mean the Ohio State of basketball?
Well, whatever.
One of these days, my Blue Demons will be back in the tournament.
Oh my
Paul
God.
will make a run to the Final Four again.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Man, I don't even know what I would do. I mean, it's like the Browns going to the Super Bowl. All right. Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up if you're good. All right, not seeing any answers from Chuck yet, so that's good. All right. This one's about semen. I don't know if I spelled that right, but the number of vasectomies rise in March by what %? And there is studies done on this. They've noticed over the last several decades that there is a rise in vasectomies in March because men schedule it the days right before the tournament or during the tournament where they know they're going to be down for a little bit. So that's an excuse for them to watch the tournament. So there's actually several studies on this.
That's hilarious.
That's how I had mine done. No, joking. Did not have the snip.
I mean, I could just go to work and do nothing, Jay. You've already proved that statistic.
So this is a percent. So I want you to give me the percent. The number of vasectomies rise in March by what %? So if you're not confident at all, just go 1 to 100 and you're going to get, well, I guess it could be more than that. I guess I kind of just gave you part of the answer, gave you a hint. It's not over 100%. But it could have been. Could have been. All right. We're going to move on to our first bonus round. I don't know what it is. We'll see. I think this might be a hashtag it. It's not. It's a brain teaser. Again, don't shout these out on your sheet of paper you have. Just create a section that says extra points. And this is our first one. So what word is represented by this illustration? So again, this is a brain teaser, so think outside the box here. What word is represented by this illustration? And if you come up with an answer that I don't have that makes sense, I will give it to you. Because that happens sometimes. How you doing out in Temecula, Chuck, if you're still with us? Chuck Utz is on watching at home, and he was on our Super Bowl Knockin Noggins show with Cindy. Cindy destroyed him. I don't know. I don't remember the scores. I'm just starting stuff, instigating stuff. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on. All right. This is our first hashtag it. Okay, so now this is where we're going to use the chat, the internal chat. What you have to do, you have to use the hashtag symbol for me. All right. You got to come up with a hashtag for this picture and send it to me in our private chat. And then I will read them and I will select a winner and give you 3 extra points right now if I like yours the best. All right. Remember, this is an adult show. We're drinking beer. And yeah, that's all I can see. I gotta find the chat here. Okay. Oh, there's the chat. Okay, so Joe is saying, no, it isn't, Joe. This is not. This is free music. This is free music from Epidemic Sound. This is my house list though, my house playlist. I don't even know what's playing anymore. This is the song that's playing now is Doug and mine theme song for our Pastor and Professor show. Oh. All right. So I'm waiting for Cindy to get her hashtag in. She's trying to type, I see. That's awesome. All right, I gotta choose, Cindy. I gotta choose which one. All right. Let me see.
Keep in mind, Jay, it is Wednesday.
Yes.
It's like a run-on because, from the commercials.
So it's both one answer.
I don't even know what that says. Oh, gotcha. All right. I got it now. All right. It's one answer, so I read it all one.
Yeah, you can, because it's like those internet people, Yeah. You ever seen that internet commercial?
Probably. I don't watch TV much. But... All right. So we have... All right, we're off to a good start. All right, we have, and if you're at home and you're hearing these, please help me judge. Give me your favorite. Put your favorite in the chat. We have hashtag Hump Day. Hashtag Hump Day. Hashtag Are You Done Yet? Hashtag Slow Ski. I like that. And we have hashtag Can you feel that, mister? Oh, that's it. That's the winner right there, Doug. Doug gets 3 extra points.
That one was good.
I like that. I need to change the font on this stuff because I'm like my trifocals are like I'm trying to get it in just. Yeah, can you feel that, mister? That's a good one. That's a good one, Doug.
Thank you, sir.
Very good one. All right. All right, so now you know how this works. It should be pretty easy. I have a little break in here between each round. Either just have a quick drink, quick social drink with everybody. What are you drinking, Donnie?
Vodka lemonade.
Same thing, Cindy?
Yeah.
All right. It's weird doing this on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
We usually do this on the weekends, but because the tournament starts tomorrow, I wanted to do it before. Maybe not the best choice, but who cares?
That's all right.
Who cares? All right. Round 2. Round 2, Mental Floss. This is from a company called Mental Floss. If you're familiar with the Mental Floss magazine, they have some really cool stuff, like news of the weird type things and quizzes and lists and all kinds of cool stuff. Chicago company. I think they're still in Chicago. But they have a lot of really great stuff, and I've been using their material in our shows, and they have a couple games that they produced that we used in our shows as well, that were based on some of the quizzes and so forth they had. So it's always fun to do their stuff. This one is beer. You're welcome. The connection here with beer is we drink a lot of beer during college basketball. Beer sales go up by 20% in the Munch of March. The Munch of March. The Munch of March is what I said. The month of March. So you turn 54 and it's all downhill. Joe, are you 54 yet, by the way?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Nice. I like
One
it.
month in. 1 month in to the 54.
I like it. Yeah, my birthday was Sunday, so 54. All right. So tell me which state this beer is from. Yingling. Yingling is from what state? Joe is definitely going to get one of these for sure because he's drinking one of their beers right now. All right, number 2. Round 2, number 2. Where is this from? Jubilee Ale from Deschutes. Deschutes Brewery. Where is Deschutes from? This is your round, Chuck.
Definitely not my round.
Now you're round.
Although Yingling's a good beer. I've had it before.
It is good. I think my favorite beer is on here, and Cindy will know this one for sure. I don't think it's on the bottle if you're looking that closely, Donnie. All right.
It's tiny on our phone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm getting blind.
It's Deschutes. I will say that I made sure that you couldn't see it on the bottle on some of these. I did have some that you could. So, all right, number 3. I think Cindy will know really well. Donnie will know this one. Spotted Cow from New Glarus Brewery. And I have to say, Cindy, Donnie, I have to thank you for this because I used to drink this beer often and loved it. It's only available in Wisconsin, so I just told you. Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Did you guys know it?
No.
Dang it!
Oh, see, there goes my lead.
You know what? I deserve this. I deserve it.
That would have been. It's got a helpful hint on it.
I had
the cow.
Yes,
the cow.
And the state of Wisconsin on it too. I missed that.
That's.
I deserve to get rickrolled on that one. This is Wisconsin. Yeah, I hadn't had it in a long time, and then when we went up and saw you guys and watched your boy play baseball, they had it at that little bar, and I hadn't had one in years. And I just thought I was romanticizing how good it was from 15 years before. I think it's my favorite beer.
Yeah, it is good.
Then Great Lakes Ale, Great Lakes Christmas Ale. That and New Spotted Cow are probably my favorites. What about you guys? What are your favorite beers?
He likes 312.
Oh, see, okay. So, all right. So here we go. I got to talk about this now. Sorry, get me sidetracked. So I loved 312. Loved it when it first came out. Liked a lot of the Goose stuff. It's a totally different beer since they sold. It's not the same beer at all. Now, if you're getting it locally, maybe they're still brewing it locally at the pub. If you get it there, maybe it's the same. But the ones they sell nationally are nowhere close to what it was. I remember going and being in California and I saw it. I saw it in the store in California at a Sprouts, and I was like, awesome. And I bought it and I couldn't even drink it. It was that bad. I was like, I'm not drinking it. But,
they make a Sox edition. It was pretty tasty when it first came out, but it's kind of not so good no more.
Well, that's fitting. It's fitting.
Yep. I agree.
It's piss. I'm doing a Cubs episode April 3rd. Doing a Cubbies episode April 3rd. I actually am doing a White Sox one too with my buddy Bobby Mack, but I'm looking forward to the Cubs one. Joe, favorite beer? I know it's a hard question.
Jay, it's really hard to beat a KBS, man. I mean, you can put a lot of beers up against it, and I try to replace it, but it's that good.
KBS. All right.
Founders,
you have one?
Yeah, I'm very particular with my beers. I like them very light and crisp, and Pacifico used to be my favorite.
I like Pacifico.
But Blue Moon has now taken over the top spot. Nothing like Blue Moon with a slice of orange.
We were drinking that when we were together in California. Now that I think about it, we had that all the time out by the pool.
Yep.
I like it. I like the wheat beers. I love Oberon from Bell's. There's another local one, Joe. Atwater has the Wango Tango. Not the Wango Tango. Wango. It's called Wango.
Yeah,
I love that
similar.
one too. So I do like the wheat beers, and I do like Blue Moon. It's just I gotta go over it. But Pacifico, I love. I love Pacifico. You don't find it out here much at all. But I remember one of the bars I used to go to with my buddy Kevin in California. Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. Forgot the name. It was on Wilshire Boulevard. Oh man, forgot the name of it. But they brought you 2 beers every time you ordered a beer. They brought you 2. It was awesome. So it was just 2 Pacificos just came all the time. It was great.
Nice.
And I do remember another side story about beer. Blue Moon. We were at Ohio State bar, and my buddy Kevin and I were the oldest ones in the bar, basically, but we were kind of like the head table, and everybody knew us. This young kid, probably 22 or 23, comes in, and we were usually there because the football games start like 9 o'clock in the morning there, right? So we were there for quite a while, and this one kid came in, 22 or 23, and had some kind of connection to our table with somebody that was there, and he was asking me about beers, and he loved Blue Moon. Like, and I'm like, it's, but I didn't OD on it, but I was over it. Like, yeah, it's good, but it's not, it's not the greatest beer on the planet. And he flipped out where they had to kick him out of the bar because he just got led into me. It's like, what are you so stupid? It's the greatest beer. How can you possibly say that? Jeez. It's like, what's your reasoning? I mean, what's there not to like about it? I'm like, I didn't say I didn't like it. Security. Sorry.
So Jay, I've got to share a Blue Moon story with you. So when it first came out, they would put the orange slice on your glass, right? So it was still new, and my buddies are like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on there? Do you have fruit on your beer?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, yes,
especially
I do."
Back in the day, yeah.
So I went to the restroom. I came back. They had the waitress or the barkeep get every fruit they possibly had in the whole bar and put like 11 fruits in my beer with like a rainbow stream. It looked like a Mardi Gras float when I got back. Oh,
that's awesome.
God. Because of one orange.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that's a great story right there.
I never drank it with a orange, but recently, like the last few years, I've done it with the orange, and I really like it with the orange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes a difference. But if you like the wheat beers, Doug, we'll have to get you some. Have you had the Wango, Joe? You like wheat beers?
Yeah. Nope.
I love that. That might be my favorite of them all. But all right, that's a lot on that slide. All right, number 4, Allagash White, another great beer. I love the white beers. Allagash White. What state's Allagash White from? Doug, we used to also do the Blue Moon Pumpkin when we were out in California together.
Mm-hmm. I've had various few of their different flavors.
Yeah. Allagash White. I like the white beers. Bell's has a decent one. There was one I used to drink out in California by the pool, Doug. I got it from that little shop that was right by our place there.
Yep.
From, I don't know if you remember, the Einstock, an Icelandic beer. It was so good. So good. All right, number 5. There you go, Joe. Odd Side, which is, I think, one of the greatest names in all of beer. The Bean Flicker. There it is. Oh, he said it right there. Oh. The Bean Flicker. You can, if you don't know what bean flicking means, you can look it up on the internet. I didn't get any response from Cindy on that, so I was like, all right.
Might have seen it on TV once.
No, I'm just trying to guess the damn states.
That's a cool can there too. I like that can.
Very cool.
All right, we are going to move on to the third round, which I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And this actually triggered another show for me. So Juju and I did a show, and Juju's my daughter. Juju co-hosted with me because she was doing a lot of the research for it. The best sports logos and nicknames in sports. And so kind of at the last minute, Juju wanted to co-host with me, so she co-hosted the show with me. She did all her own research, picked all her own stuff. It was really great. And she picked some stuff that I didn't find, and it was great. But doing this round, we decided we have to do a college one. We didn't have a lot of college logos in nothing made the finals. A lot of minor league and hockey and baseball. I looked at college, but I want to do one specifically on college because I saw some today in doing this that would be a fun one to do, just sports logos or college logos. So this, never mind. I said all that. It's not even yet. So this is our next hashtag it round. So again, in the private chat, go ahead and submit your hashtag. So hashtag whatever on this one. And Doug, make sure you give yourself notate 3 extra points for yourself on that last one because you're gonna have to add them up at the end. So Joe, that's a bean flicker. That's a different version of bean flicker. What?
Yeah, it's an Irish cream, and it's shamrock Irish cream.
Well, why is it a bean flicker if it's like?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with it, but yeah, look good and patriot or
Irish
in time for the holiday here, and I thought it'd be great. And then,
do you like the regular bean flicker, or you never had it?
I like it more than this. Yes.
All right. So submit your hashtags in here. I have nobody in yet, so if you're playing at home, go ahead and put it in the chat. Or if you want to help me judge these. Turn music up during this. Cindy's sporting the mint green nails for St. Patrick's Day.
I have no idea what to put.
That's shocking.
I know.
That only says that you haven't had enough to drink yet.
Don't anybody take any offense, okay?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Wow.
That's a winner.
That's a good one.
See, it's comments like that, Cindy, that is the reason you don't know the term bean flicker there. So I'm just going to go
I think Cindy knows the term.
I know the term bean flicker.
I think she might have invented it.
Since the gloves are off now, we're going there.
All right. Yeah, the gloves are definitely off. All right, we have hashtag Golden Girls over March Madness. Like that. Hashtag Golden Girls over March Madness. Hashtag me looking at my bracket in 48 hours. Pretty accurate. That's a pretty good one. And then this one, hashtag Doug and Joe. Gotta give that one to Cindy.
She earned that one.
The gamesmanship is on.
I was going to go with rents due, but that didn't work.
That was good. All right.
What is that, 3?
That's 3, yes.
All right.
It makes up for you, me giving away the new Glarus.
Wisconsin?
Yeah. Did you know Spotted Cow, Joe?
No.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Nope.
I think they only sell it like in Wisconsin. They don't distribute it. So, but
yes,
if you're ever in Chicago, like when we go to Chicago for a Cubs game, which we're gonna do, we'll have to drive up there. It's worth the drive. All right. Now I think we're getting to this round that I was talking about. No, we're not. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut up and I'm just gonna follow the screen. All right, so this is another extra point round. And how this one works is I'm giving you a whole bunch of letters. You have to come up with a word that you're going to try to incorporate as many of those letters as you can. All right. You obviously can use other letters, vowels, and so forth. You can use any letters you want, but you're going to get points for the ones that are on that board. All right. So, for example, if you use an M and B, you see the first two columns are worth 4 points, and then the T and the S are worth 3 points. The T and L are worth 2 points. So, just as a really simple example, if I came up with the word mag or bag, let's do bag, B-A-G, I'd get 8 points because the B is worth 4 and the G is worth 4. All right? That makes sense? So you're trying to come up with a word that tries to incorporate as many of those letters as you can, right? And you're going to write it down and also total up the point value of that word. Make sure you total up the point value because I'm probably not going to go back to it later. So I'm going to give you about a minute to work on this. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, you can use other letters. You don't get letters. If you use a word with 4 M's, you're only getting 4 points. All right.
Say it one more time, Jay. Explain it for me here.
All right. So
Just real quick.
you're just going to come up with a word that tries to incorporate as many of those letters as you can.
All, right? All 8 of the letters.
Not all eight. Not all 8. You may only use 2 of them. Like you can only use 2 of them if you need to. But you're trying to use as many as you can because you get points for those letters. Okay. If you add other letters to it, like an A, like for a bag, I don't get any points for the A. I get 4 points for the B, 4 points for the G. So I'm trying to come up with a word that, like I could have put bags, plural, and got 3 more points using the S, right? So I'm going to try to come up with a word that incorporates as many letters as you can, and then total them up. Now, the T's, if you find a word with 2 T's, like bottle, for example, there's a B, there's an L, and 2 T's. You get points for both those T's in this case because there's 2 T's up there, right? If you use a word with 2 M's, you're only getting points for one of the M because there's only 1 M on the board. Okay? So I'll give you a minute. And how this is going to work is I also came up with a word. And you're going to get points for anything that's above my score. So if I have a 10-point word and you have a 12-point word, you're going to get 2 points. Okay? Be sure to add the word up, the total of your word up, because we're going to need it for later. All right, another 30 seconds or so. If you need more time, let me know. All right, is everybody good on this one? Give me a thumbs up.
Good.
All right. Now, I can't say with 100% certainty, but I think now is this round that I was mentioning in about a half hour ago. Again, sure. I was wrong again. It's this screen.
Sure, Jay.
I shouldn't have put this screen in there. All right, now this is the round. Round 3. This is team nicknames. These are all teams from this year's NCAA tournament. and you got to tell me their team nickname. Sounds simple enough, right? So what is the nickname for the number 16 seed, Georgia State? There are 10 of these, by the way. I obviously did not pick teams that you guys know or would relatively know.
Are we trying to guess them, like, seriously?
Well, you might know, you might have heard them from people talking about them. If you don't know it, you don't know it. I mean, you're you're probably not going to be able to guess. But a lot of times before the season, the tournament starts, people have seen them on ESPN saying, "Hey, this team, the so and so are dancing or whatever." This is a popular thing for the teams that haven't been in the tournament for a long time. There's people that post videos and post on social media about these nicknames. So if you don't know them or you didn't hear them, you probably won't know them. There are 10 of them. And I knew that you'd probably be at a decided disadvantage at this one.
It's all right.
But I didn't want to be sexist, so I wasn't going to say that out loud, but I guess I failed.
Jay, I know so many of these nicknames, it's ridiculous, except for this first one. Yeah, no clue, buddy.
I did not know this. I think there's like 3 of these I did not know.
Man.
All right, number 2. What nickname is for the 13th seed University of Vermont? I did know this one. Looks like Joe knew it. Doug, being out east, you don't know this one maybe? I don't know.
Vermont's up north, bro.
It's all East Coast to me.
Yeah.
Joe is writing stuff down on that one. The 13th seed University of Vermont. I almost said the name. All right, number 3. You might want to jot down the team name on your answer sheet. Maybe it comes to you later. We are going to do the answers after this round, though. So the nickname for the number 10 seed, University of San Francisco. One time, the University of San Francisco were back-to-back national champions.
Led by who, Jay?
Bill Russell. I don't know how many times they've been in the tournament since then, but it hasn't been many. So the reason so the show I did with Juju was nicknames. We picked the greatest nicknames in sports. There was a lot of really good ones. If you guys might know from hearing me say it or watching the show, is my favorite one was the Arkansas School of the Deaf. You guys remember that one? The Arkansas School of the Deaf are the leopards. They're the deaf leopards.
Nice.
That's awesome. We had the Polo High School. They changed this like 5-6 years ago. The Polo High School, the students came up, did this, they decided on their own. They are now officially known as the Marcos. The Marco Polos.
That's pretty awesome.
In West Virginia, there's a oh my gosh.
It's probably on the next slide, Jay.
Oh my gosh, I forgot what it was.
Bluefield College?
The Polk High School in West Virginia, they're the Dots. The Polk Dots. Polka High School. It's P-O-K-O. Polka. And then the Dots. The Polka Dots. Yeah. All right, number 4. What is there you go, Doug. I put this in just for you. What is the name for the number 11 seed Virginia Tech University?
I can give you every nickname going back to 1872.
So I did a little research on this, Doug, after we talked about this last time. And that's actually not what it is, but they've just, because it's really nothing. They just associate it with that. So it's really not what.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a.
Yeah.
It's not
I'll say it.
I'm not saying it. But it's not a direct correlation to a former nickname.
Right.
Correct.
All right.
It has to do with a cheer.
Yes. Yeah, it has to do with a cheer. That's right. Number 5. What nickname is the 14th seed Montana State University? I did not know this one. Joe, did you know this one?
I might be confusing it with Montana. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I'm going to put it down, but we'll see.
All right. This is number 5. There's 5 more in this round. We had the Pit Spitters on our list. We had the Pit Spitters on our list of best names. The Traverse City Pit Spitters is a Northwest League team here in Northern Michigan, college summer league, the premier summer college league in the country now.
I've never seen a game there,
Oh,
Jay.
dude, had you seen the Beach Bums?
No, I had not.
That was so amazingly awful.
Okay.
The quality of baseball was awful. You know, when you go to minor league games or professional games or these summer league, they need, they're fan friendly. You know, all these minor league teams, they have to sell tickets and get people there, so they're creative in all their marketing. And there's dollar beer nights, there's free hot dogs. Like, all you have to do is watch what other teams around the country are doing. And the Beach Bums were, they had no idea what they were doing. They were there for probably 20 years. Like a Budweiser, a Bud Light was like $9. It was unbelievably ridiculous. The atmosphere was horrible. Nobody went. So the taste for baseball in Northern Michigan with that was just really low. So the Northwoods League decided to come in with the Traverse City Pit Spitters. They had a big contest and everything, and they just knocked it out of the park. They knew what they were doing, and they knew they had an uphill battle because nobody was going to come, but they did, and they ended up winning the championship the first year. That rallied people, but it's awesome. It's the tabletops. They have these round tabletops on the second level that are probably the best seats that I've ever had in all of baseball, and they're just awesome. And they have a little craft brewery, not brewery, but Shorts is there, and then they have a craft beer store or whatever, and they have these big, huge, I think they're like 36-ounce beers of craft beers, and they're like $9. It's awesome. Nice. It's awesome. Great atmosphere. When you come up, Joe, we're gonna have to go because it's really a lot of fun. All right, number 6, the nickname for the number 14 seed, Colgate University. The Colgate University. I had this mixed up with somebody else when I did it. The number 14 seed, Colgate University. What is their nickname?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Cindy. You're going to be able to make up points. You know how this works. And I give extra points for nothing. So if I like something, I'm just going to give you extra points.
I don't think I know any college teams ever.
That's right. So far, you're already going to get 3 extra points, Cindy, because your camera hasn't gone off the show. So I'm giving you 3 extra points. Put it on your answer sheet right now. 3 extra points.
Thanks.
I don't know how many times it happened. It was comical. It was like every 5 minutes she went off and had to reconnect, and it was hilarious.
It was horrible, and I was
funny.
like frozen half the time.
It was funny. All right, number 7, number 13 seed, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. The UT at Chattanooga. Nickname, please. Number 7. Where's my bracket? What happened to my bracket? Oh, my bracket's my beer holder. All right, number 8. Number 8, the nickname for the number 14 seed, Longwood University, their first trip to the NCAA University.
Oh, come on, Jay.
Hey, it's their first trip to the dance, man. It's their first trip to the dance. That's why I thought you might know this one, because they were the first team in, too. They were the first team that won, so they had a big thing about it, and it's their first trip, so they said their name 1,000,000 times that week.
What conference are they in, Jay?
I have no freaking idea.
I think they're out of North Carolina, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
I like their logo. We're gonna get to that. And the answers, I have the logos for these. There's none of these nicknames that I really love, but some of the logos I really like. All right, number 8, or number 9 rather, Norfolk State University. Another number 16 seed, Norfolk State University. They are known as the what? I had a conversation. I don't know if this was with you, Joe. So you're discluded from this.
Okay.
For Doug and Cindy, Davison, another North Carolina school. Davison is the alma mater of Steph Curry, who made a deep run in the tournament many years ago when Steph was at school there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me within 3,000 how many students are enrolled at Davidson University who are in the NCAA tournament?
Oh, you're saying the teams in the tournament, not how many
Teams in the
students.
tournament. I want you to know. Tell me the enrollment of the school.
Within 3,000?
Within 3,000. Three extra points. It's a lot.
Do you want us to answer that now?
Yeah. You can give it to me now if you have an answer.
My guess would be around 7,000 people.
Okay.
7,000 students.
That was my guess as well. Cindy, you guys have a guess for Davidson?
How many people go to that school?
Yes, undergrad enrollment.
I have no idea.
Want to take a guess?
12,000.
12,000. So
Yeah.
my guesses are the guesses here in my family were between 7,500 and 12,000. The answer is 1,953.
I was going to go low, but then you said 3,000.
Yeah, that's
within
why I threw you off on
3,000,
purpose.
so-
I threw you off
Oh,
on purpose.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I had no idea it was that small.
Oh, yeah.
That's small.
And
All right.
Steph Curry's
Smaller than
dad.
some high schools.
Yeah, I know. My high school, Joe and I's high school was much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's dad went to which school, Jay?
Oh gosh, Del Curry. Gosh, don't tell me.
There's a reason I asked you that question.
Did he go to Virginia Tech?
Sure did.
I was thinking he went to Wake Forest.
No, he's a Hokie.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Were they the Hokies
Oh.
then?
Yes.
Joe.
So Jay and Doug, which school did Steph Curry's brother go to then?
Duke.
Good job.
In unison, I like that.
I actually went to high school with Steph Curry's mom. She's from my
Really?
hometown. Yep.
All right.
And she's a baller. She won 2 state championships as a point guard.
Yeah, I knew she was a baller.
Makes sense.
Something I thought about. You said that. Oh, Joe, I know we started with one number, but how many did we end up graduating with? 9 something.
Yeah, it was 9, upper 8s or 9s.
Yeah,
Jay,
it was
big.
definitely 9 something. My little
And we
brother's.
were-
little brother's class was over 1,000, but by the time they graduated, I think there was like 983.
Yeah, we were the smallest of the high school of the 3 grades. So
Yeah. But over 900 students in our graduating class, not in our high school, our graduating class.
right, correct.
Yeah. Joe and I almost didn't go to graduation, or
Oh my
almost didn't graduate. That's actually how we met. I think I've told the story.
Summer school.
So
No,
close.
no.
So we.
No, we knew each other before that, Jay.
Yeah, we
It's
did.
just
We did, but not as
ironic
well.
that
We bonded at that time.
oh my gosh.
So I was in the attendance or the cafeteria one day, and my mom and dad's house was like a mile from the school, and we had open lunches, so we can just go wherever we wanted for lunches. And so I would go home for lunch, and I'd put on Video Soul with Donnie Simpson, and I'd sit there and watch Video Soul, and I'd fall asleep and never go back to class. And I never missed class before. I never skipped class before I started doing that, but I did it all the time. I did it pretty much every day. And then I was in the cafeteria one day, and one of the students I know that worked in the attendance office, which was right there, came out and was walking past me and said, "Hey, your dad was just on the phone with so-and-so, whoever the attendance director was." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in trouble. And it turns out that I did not have enough credits to graduate, so I had to go to night class with my buddy Joe here.
Yes.
Yeah. And with Wendy Wysocki. Me, Joe, and Wendy Wysocki.
And we took it serious as well. We'd show up with a big gulp full of peach schnapps. It was just proud times in our life. Jay.
Proud times. It was fun. Hey, I have great memories of that, Joe. It was awesome. All right, number 10. Number 10, nicknames of St. Peter's University. And Joe, I have to correct myself the other day. I made a mistake on our show the other night. I was thinking Santa Clara, and when I was talking about St. Mary's, because I had mentioned Steve Nash, and he was obviously Santa Clara, but I mentioned St. Mary's. So
he had so much conviction. I couldn't break the news to you, Jay.
I was watching it back because I watched it right after we got done. I'm like, he went to Santa Clara. Heat of the moment.
Jay, I will say I'm disappointed with this category. I thought I was really going to make my move, and I've been stuck in neutral this entire time. A lot of guesses here.
Good.
In fact, I have one nickname on here twice because it seems right for one of them, and I'm like, ooh, maybe it's the other one. So I just put it down for twice.
Good. All right.
Don't worry, Joe. I'm in reverse. I'm not stuck in neutral. I was going backwards on this one.
All right.
Cindy's going to make up ground on this category.
I don't know. All right, let's go through these answers real quick. So you're going to score your first 3 rounds, and I'm going to give you the answers. We'll go through it quickly, and then I'm going to get your point total, including any extra points you have up until now for the hashtag it rounds. The brain teasers are the word round that we had before. We'll do that later. So these 3 rounds and the hashtag it rounds, and any extra points I've given you, like Cindy's. How many did I give you for not going out? 3 or 2? 3? All right, there you go. You know what, Cindy? I love your nails. I'm giving you 2 extra points for those nails.
Wow.
I often have my nails done when I do stuff, and I haven't for a while, and I miss it. And I usually do it for like games, like championship games or playoff games, or whatever. And so I like your nails. 2 extra points.
Thanks.
There you go. All right.
Jay, I just told you I made up 0 ground on that category, and you're going to give Cindy points after I just said that. I appreciate it.
I am.
Sign me up for next time, Jay. I'll be sure to be back.
All right. We have another hashtag it before we go move on. So put your hashtag it in the chat for me. This is some goofy dude. I don't know what he's doing, but I've seen some really funny ones with this, but yeah. So throw your hashtag in the chat. I don't think hashtag Doug and Joe will work again on this one. And don't say hashtag Jay either. See, if Cindy wasn't on her phone with this, I wouldn't even notice the green nails. See, it all pays off. I really want to put on some old school rap, Joe, but I can't because they'll flag it on YouTube. So, a little Houdini for us.
You can
Doug
always
remembers
quote
Houdini.
What was bad about Houdini?
It wasn't bad about Houdini.
Yeah,
They'll flag him.
I'm not.
For
Yeah, I'm not allowed to
ownership.
play it.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Gotcha.
I don't have the legal rights to do that.
I see.
All right, what do we got here? Let's see. All right, I like that one.
I have no clue. This is not my.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
That's actually pretty good.
I actually like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's creative.
Yeah, it is good. This is gonna be a hard one. We have hashtag up and oh, never mind.
Oh no, it's funny.
Hashtag super dump on a stump.
He is on a stump, correct?
Yes, he's on a stump.
Yes.
Not see that he's taking a dump, but all right. And hashtag beans, do your job. Oh.
I need the points, Jay. I mean, I'm just saying.
How bad, Joe? How bad?
Lord. Good Lord.
I gotta be honest with my assessment here. I am gonna go with. I'm between 2, and it's not yours, Doug.
You just
I
gave her
like
points for her nails.
I know I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had yours nails painted, I'd give you 5 points, but you don't.
Well, if I could get some ground rules before I join the
There are no ground rules in this. I make it up as I go. I am gonna say 3 points for hashtag super dump on a stump.
Yes.
3 points for Joe on that one. That was
I'm
a
up
tough
to
one. I do like
4.
the creativity,
I'm up to
Cindy.
4
I
already.
liked it. I liked it. I liked it. All right, now I think we're going through the answers. No, got another brain teaser. I have no idea where these are at. All right, we're gonna skip that one. We're not gonna do it. I don't want you to have to do math. I don't want you to do
My
math.
brain thanks you for that.
Yeah, that was the very last thing I put in the show, and I was questioning is like, you know, I love doing the math ones in the bar, but I'm like, because everybody's like grabbing more paper and stuff, even though they bitch about it the entire time. The math ones are always like the most popular ones. So, but I'll spare you. I'll spare you of that one. All right. Now, I think the answers are coming. Yes, the answers are coming. All right. Austin Carr from Notre Dame had 61. 61 in a tournament game. Did anybody have that answer in their range?
Nope.
Cindy, what did you have?
No, they 30 to 45. So no, I wasn't
Joe?
even close.
No, I had 40 to 60, Jay.
Everybody thought I was low.
So 0 points for you all. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. I do that too.
That's unheard of.
All right. 59 times Kentucky has been in the tournament. Out of the 83 years, Kentucky has been there 59 times. Anybody get it in the range?
Nope.
Yes.
All right. So you get 4 points then, Doug, because your range was the smallest because the other two didn't have it at all.
All right. Woohoo.
So 4 points for Doug. I saw this. I did not know it. I probably would not have guessed that high. I would have guessed in the 40s, 42. What did you guess, Joe?
30 to 50.
Yeah.
I had 41 actually. So, but I tried to give a bigger range, and that's
Yeah.
not big enough.
Yeah.
Not big enough.
When you think of it, there's only been 83 of them, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's been on for 83 years, but I don't think they played 83. I think they played 80. So I think there were 3 years they didn't play. The COVID year and then war years or something. So number 3, round 1, 50%.
Woo.
Who had what?
Nope.
You all get 1 point, right?
I had it.
All right.
I didn't have it.
What did you
I
have?
didn't.
I just said 10 to 30%. I didn't think it was that gigantic.
All right.
That's crazy.
What did you have, Joe? Did you get any points?
I did not. I did not get it either.
All right,
man.
so Cindy,
I
you get 4 points then.
Woohoo!
4 points. Kind of regretting that nail thing now. Yeah. All right, that was round 1. All right, so just on your section of your paper where you have that total up round 1, just so you know, so it makes it easier to add as we go forward.
Pretty easy math for me, Jay.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Did you get any points in that one?
Pretty easy math for me, Jay. Yeah.
0?
No, I did not.
All right. Round 2, Pennsylvania for Yingling.
What about the? There was an extra points one. Did
We'll do
skip
that at
over
the end. We'll do the extra points
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, the hashtag ones I'll give you right on the spot. The word ones and
Okay.
the other ones we'll do at the end. So
Got it.
Yingling for beer. Pennsylvania, number 1. Did anybody have that one? Joe
Nope.
had it. All right, Joe made up
Yep.
a point there. Number 2, Deschutes, Oregon. Oregon, no, Joe?
I did not.
Oh, that's a pretty popular beer. Not that one, but Deschutes.
Yeah, I just couldn't pull out the location. I've had it.
When it all else fails, always say Oregon. Oregon, Michigan, or Maine. That's when you guess.
Good to know.
All right, Wisconsin. Everybody got that one because I was
Yep.
stupid. All right. Allagash is Maine. Allagash White is from Maine. Allagash Brewery is in Maine. I thought you'd do a little bit better, Joe. I'm feeling-
Me too, Jay. Me too.
Are we
I got
still
this
on the
last
4?
one, though, buddy.
This is round 2, number 4.
Are we still on the 4-point scale?
No, these are all worth 1 point each.
1 point.
Yeah,
Okay.
these
good.
are all worth 1 point each. So again, Yingling was Pennsylvania. Number 2 was something. Number 2 was Oregon.
Oregon.
Deschutes. Number 3 was Wisconsin. Number 4 is Maine. And number 5, Doug and Cindy. Do you have an answer for number 5?
I said Massachusetts.
I said California, but
Well,
I don't know.
If you were paying attention, you could have. I mean, if you had to logically guess, I guess you don't know where Joe's at. So never mind.
No.
You don't know where he's at. It's a Michigan beer.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's a Michigan beer. The Bean Flicker. The Bean Flicker.
I was trying to find out where he was when you said because he had
Yeah.
it and but
Sorry, you should have asked. I would have told you. I would have told you. Bean Flicker. So again, put your total for round 2 on your sheet so you can just add those 2 rounds up. We're going to move on to the next round. Next answers, rather. We'll go through these relatively quickly. My thing stopped working. There we go. All right. The Panthers, the Georgia State Panthers, Joe.
I put puppies.
Nice. I like the creativity. I'm going to give you no points for that one, but that's good. The Panthers. I don't mind that logo. That's not bad. The Catamounts, the Vermont Catamounts.
When in doubt, pick a cat.
Yeah, pick a
I mean,
cat. Pick some kind of
I
cat.
put
That's pretty much
chowder heads because it was
Shut up.
Vermont.
I like it.
know.
I like the creativity. Keep this
I
up, and
put
there
the-
may be a point.
I put the shushers.
The Shushers. All right. They have a better logo than this, but yeah.
The Dons are next, Jay. The Dons.
The Dons are next. The San Francisco Dons.
I put
I
rice
knew that, but I couldn't come up with it.
And do we know what a Don is?
They are a lord.
Dapper
Yeah.
Don. He's like the head
Pretty
of the
much.
mafia, the Don.
Yeah, he's the leader of the mafia, but different connotations. So the Spanish nobility,
Yeah.
a distinguished gentleman, the Dons, the San Francisco Dons.
Hey, Doug,
I had
we'll let
rice
you
and
pick number 4.
Yes. Okay.
I know, because we're all going to laugh here in a second. So hold on, I got something special here.
Oh, here we go.
It's not really special. This was official. This was actually one of their logos, Doug. But I can't help it. I have to do a show with worse logos. This is up there. This is up there because it's comical. I'm sorry, Doug. I love you, but that's just
Okay, but I'm going to back it up. That's when they were the Fighting Gobblers.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
Yes, they were the Fighting Gobblers before the Hokies, and so everybody assumes or considers the Hokie a turkey because that's kind of their mascot. But it was based after a cheer. But
I got that one because Doug was talking about Steph Curry's dad and said that he was a Hokie.
Hokie. All right,
Good
you
for you.
give yourself 2 points for paying attention, Cindy. 2 points for paying attention to that. That was good. She's serious. That's why she wins, man.
And when I slipped and said that, I thought if they're paying attention, they'll go back and fix that one.
Yeah, the Fighting Gobblers. That's awful, dude.
Jay, is the next one Grizzlies before you change the slide, or is that Montana who are the Grizzlies?
Montana's the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Montana State are the Bobcats, the Fighting Bobcats.
Wow.
That's a pretty good Bobcat logo for a Bobcat. I mean, there's a lot of Bobcats, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
My high school team was Bobcats.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good logo for that. Oh, I'm sorry, that gobbler thing that's awful. I can't say anything. My team's named after a hairless nut, so the Fighting Gobblers. All right, number 6 is the Colgate Raiders. The Raiders. Did you get that one, Joe?
I had the Colgate Rams.
Yeah, that's the VCU Rams.
Damn it.
Yeah, I knew that.
I was at a bar in Chicago. The waitress watching the NCAA tournament one of those Thursdays. The first day, and the waitress was a VCU grad, and she just went around like every 5 seconds. She just yelled "Rams!" just randomly, like it was like just she'd go up in people's faces and just go "Rams!" So I do that all the time now. I actually don't mind this logo. I like this logo. I like a little torch there. I kind of like it. I hate the other Raiders logos I've seen of other teams named Raiders. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. All right, number 7, the Mocs. They're the Mocs, the Chattanooga Mocs. So the story is they were once the Moccasins. Their bird is nicknamed Scrappy. That's the bird. No, that's not a mock. It's not a mockingbird or anything else. It's just that's their bird, Scrappy, because I forgot the coach. The old coach was called Scrappy Smith or somebody. And so the logo is actually based on the coach, but they're the Mocs.
Look at the look in the bird's eyes. That looks like Scrappy right there. That is appropriate. Looks like a scrapper.
He looks like one of the gym rat basketball players. You know?
Bring it.
Yeah, it's like one of those guys, just a gym rat that just plays and. Yeah, I like it. I don't mind that. All right, the Lancers, the Longwood Lancers, Joe.
Gosh, Jay.
Come on. They were the first team in. It's the first thing you heard about March Madness. The Lancers are dancing. I heard him say it on ESPN. I like that logo. I like it. They have a couple other ones that are not bad too. All right, the Spartans, a much better logo than the other Spartans that are in the tournament.
Wow.
The Norfolk State University Spartans. They have several variations of this logo. The one's a little more elaborate, but I like this. I like it. I don't like the traditional Spartan logo that a lot of high school teams have and Michigan State has. I don't mind Michigan State's uniforms.
I thought it was Kazoo from the Flintstones.
Go ahead, give her some more points, Jay.
Give her a point for that. Give her a point.
Well, I was going to. I guess I'm not now. Come on, that looks like Kazoo.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. See, that's why she gets extra points.
I'll give you one of my points, Cindy. That was solid.
All right, number 10, the Peacocks. The St. Peter University Peacocks. Now, their old logo rivaled your Gobbler. I was excited to see what this logo could be because Peacocks could have some cool color schemes and stuff. I actually don't mind this. I think this looks really cool on a baseball hat. But their old one 4 years ago, they just switched it 4 years ago, was awful. It was like Virginia Tech's. It was hideous. But this isn't bad.
We're an engineering school, Jay, not an art school.
Well, you should be able to engineer a better logo than that. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to total up your points for the first 3 rounds. The second half goes much quicker. So I want you to total up your points for those first 3 rounds, plus any hashtag I gave you or extra points I've given you. We have not done the Prolix round, the word round. We haven't done the brain teaser and a couple other ones. So give me your point total so we know where things stand right now.
I have 14.
14. Joe?
10.
10, all right. Doug?
8.
8.
Bringing
right.
up the rear with 8.
Everybody's in position. Everybody's 8 to 14. See, it always works out. Cindy would have 2 if it wasn't for me, but you know, but it always works out. I purposely structure this so it's close. I know what I'm doing. I've done this for 12 years now. All right, so now you know where you stand. There's 2 more rounds plus a whole bunch of extra stuff. There's a lot of points in this next round, next 2 rounds, especially the last one. All right, so this next round is called. Hi, I gotta eliminate this screen. I'm seeing you here, right? I'm seeing you here. I don't need you to see you also here in this format, unless I'm going to ask you something. Because I already know your favorite teams. All right, I'll ask you this. What is your favorite March Madness memory? Whether it be a team, being at a bar with your friends. What's your favorite March Madness memory? A game you saw, whatever. Not everybody speak at once.
I'll go first.
All right.
The cardiac pack in '83. That just like as a young impressionable, almost high schooler. I think I was 8th grade. Just watching that happen, watching Jimmy V run around the floor trying to find somebody to congratulate. Because they weren't scripted. They just made an amazing run and yeah. So
that's definitely the most memorable moment in tournament history for sure.
So Doug, I will share this, and Jay and I were talking the other night. My dad was a big NC State fan at that time, and I had fallen asleep and went to bed, and he came in with about 3 minutes to go, woke me up, and we're young in high school at that point. We're probably like ninth grade, Jay, right?
Yeah.
And he woke me up and he said, they can't make free throws. They keep missing at the free throw line. And I came out and wiped my eyes and watched it and saw the air ball alley-oop at the end. And,
You mean the pass? It was a pass.
Yeah, it was definitely a pass.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Yeah, that's definitely one of mine. What about you, Cindy? Any memories from games or watching games with friends or parties you went to? Or
I have never watched a March Madness game in my life.
you've never been to like a March Madness party or the bar on a
Minus 2 points, Jay. Minus 2 points.
minus 2 points.
Well, now I have 12. Yeah, no, I don't. Nobody
Even if
I
you're
know.
not a basketball fan, it's an excuse. It's like the Super Bowl. Even if you're not a football fan, it's party time and.
I don't need an excuse.
All right.
Jay, I will say the last 10 years, that Kansas buzzer beater to beat Memphis was fantastic. And also
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, Villanova about 5 years ago was just crazy good.
I just did a show on the best buzzer beaters of all time, and that was number one. Chris Jenkins from Villanova.
Yeah,
there was a lot of them, but NC State's won the tournament, and the only other one I believe was Chris Jenkins. Was the Kentucky one? That was a Final Four game though, wasn't it?
No, it was a final. I don't know if it was right at the buzzer.
No, it wasn't at the buzzer, and that's why it didn't qualify.
Like 1 second left or something.
Yeah, because there was probably 100 shots like that didn't qualify because there was another possession left. The Chris Jenkins one was great. It was great. That was number one. Jalen Suggs for Gonzaga last year. That was the one thing about that one is it also preserved their perfect season at the time too.
Right.
I had Bryce Drew as number 3.
That's great.
For Valpo one. That was great. I mean, there's so many of them.
Diving like Superman right into the.
I mean, that was just such a great scripted play because everybody thought the catcher was shooting it. And he was going to catch it in turn. He just pressed off, and Bryce Drew just went boom, and just dove on the court.
Tate George turnaround buzzer beater at the buzzer.
Although I question that. I watched that one whole bunch of times this week. It's like you can't tell me that took more than a second. He caught the ball, turned around, and shot the ball in a second. Now they've proved now that you can't do that, right? But anyway,
not if you're a UConn fan, Jay.
Not if you're a UConn fan.
There was a half second left.
Yeah, I know. All right. Super fight, Cindy. You in for this? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys. You got to think outside the box here. Yeah.
Jay, let me pause you for 1 second. My wife thinks I'm having an affair with you this week. I'm spending so much time with you. How much time roughly is left in this game?
Probably half hour-ish.
Okay. All right.
Half hour-ish. The second round goes fast. If you keep on asking me questions, though, Joe, it's going to go a little bit longer.
Just give me some points once in a while, and I'll shut up.
There's an extra point for you, Joe, right there. Give you extra point right there. All right, Super Fight is a fun round. We do it all kinds of different ways. Did anybody know the game Super Fight? Joe or Doug, you know this game? It's a board game or card game called Super Fight. Now you'll see it everywhere. It's a really popular game. And we are going to have a fight, an actual fist fight between the three of you. Each one of you are going to assume a role of one of these three characters or one of these three things. You got Vladimir Putin, the Minions, and Coach K. And you're all going to get in the octagon or wherever, and you're going to duke it out. And you have to argue why you think you would win that fight. Okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to think about that. I'm going to assign them right now. So, Doug, you're Putin. No reason. There's no reason for these. I pulled them out of a hat. Cindy, you're the Minions. And Joe, you're Coach K.
Yes.
All right? So you are going to start thinking about why you would win a fight. All right? However, Cindy knows the next part of this is I'm going to give you some attributes. For example, Doug, you are Vladimir Putin, very powerful dude, but he has to do a shot of vodka every 90 seconds. All right? He also doesn't have hands. He has jellyfish for hands. And he also can shape-shift into an eagle. All right? So your idea, what you want to do is try to incorporate those things if you can into your argument. You're going to get extra points. So I'm going to judge. But if your argument's great, outstanding without that, that can be too. But you're trying to use as much of that as you can. So Doug is Putin, who has to do a shot every 90 seconds during the fight. So you guys can use that against him too. Jellyfish for hands. And he can shape shift into an eagle. All right? Cindy, you're the minions. And they are changed together like preschoolers. You know when you see preschoolers walking down the road and they're all like tied together? That's what the minions are. Right? They also have super smell. They can smell stuff from a mile away and know exactly what it is. But they can also teleport. And Coach K, Joe. Coach K is carrying a baby on his back in a carrier. But he can summon any basketball player in history to join the fight. But he's also fighting a mean case of diarrhea.
Whoa.
Like he's clinching. He can't trust a fart for sure. Yeah. All right. So think about it. I'm going to give you like a minute to kind of frame your argument, and then we're going to bring you back, and you're going to start. I'm going to start the arguments. All right.
Fighting diarrhea. He has the face of the Hokies mascot going on right
Save
now.
that for your argument, Joe.
Sorry.
Save it for your argument. I'm going to give you a minute to kind of think about this. All right, we are coming back. Cindy, you are the defending champ. I am going to let you pick whether you want to go first. And then after the first person goes, I will give you this chance if you want to go second or last. So do you want to go first or you want to wait?
No, I'm going to wait.
All right. Then we are going to go by the youngest player of the remaining two. And I think that's you, Doug. I think that's you. So you get to go first. We are throwing you into a fight with the Minions and Coach K. So what do you think?
Well, obviously former KGB, so I've been trained in hand-to-hand combat really well. And unlike other people who get disoriented and lose cognitive abilities when they drink, Putin actually becomes more violent and more precise when he drinks. Vodka, is kind of almost in his blood. So he wears a camelback with a little sippy cup thing on it. Yep. And he uses his jellyfish hands to sting people. He doesn't need to punch them. He just slaps them. And whenever he's about ready to be on the receiving end of things, he, shapeshifts into an eagle and flies above the fray.
All right. Not bad. Joe, Cindy, do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
I'll go last.
All right, Joe, what do you think?
Hey, Jay.
You can use anything Doug said against him as well and your own argument.
Got it. This is
you
going
guys will all have a chance to rebut too.
Yeah, this is going all over the place, so stay with me.
All right,
First of all, I coached at Army. I know drills. I know how to keep people in line and get people in line because I'm an Army guy. I also coached for Bobby Knight, which is like worse than Putin. So I'm tougher than you because I had to deal with Bobby Knight, right?
Good one.
Bringing my powers into play, I know that you, Mr. Putin, are going to do a shot every 90 seconds. I also happen to have diarrhea. So I need to deposit my diarrhea somewhere. I sneak it into a shot glass. You drink that. That distracts you and takes you out of play. Also, I can summons a basketball player. So I can summons Muggsy Bogue, who is only as tall as preschoolers, lock hands with your kids, Cindy. He's so much stronger, and he can throw all your kids all over the place. And lastly, if that's not enough, he's holding a baby. So nobody, not even Putin, could do anything because he's just holding a baby. So boom.
Oh, I have to say, never in my wildest dreams when I thinking of all the basketball players you could have summoned would be Muggsy Bogues. Oh,
because he fits right in, Jay.
That's awesome. Cindy, Muggsy Bogues is 5'4". He's a tiny basketball player.
5'3".
5'3". So I can just see him in line with the preschoolers, with the minion. Oh my gosh, that was good, Joe. All right, Cindy, you got some shoes to fill here. Let's do it.
Okay, so the minions have masses, so there's lots of them chained together. And they are short, so both of you guys are overtowering them so they can link around you guys and trip you up. And since you have diarrhea, you're falling into them, into your diarrhea.
Ooh.
And then the minions also have all kinds of inventions that they're always inventing with Gru. So Vladimir Putin's backpack of vodka is going to be lasered open, and so he is not going to be as mean as he says he is because he's going to have no vodka left. And then when he goes to change into an eagle, us minions can teleport. So we can teleport into the air with a net and bring him down into Coach K's diarrhea.
Ooh.
And also, since you have a baby on your back, it doesn't say human baby. It's probably like a baby rat or a baby something. I don't even know. But Muggsy Bogues will just join the minions for the reboot of Space Jams 3.
Wow.
What kind of shit?
Wow.
Come on, B.
Oh my God, I almost didn't get that down. Oh. That almost came out my nose. All right, Doug, we're gonna let you have the first rebuttal. You have 20 seconds to add anything you want to think, anything you've heard.
I hear nothing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
All right, Joe, anything you want to add?
Oh my gosh, Jay.
Baby.
Oh boy. Ultimately, you teleport one too many times, Cindy, and you land into an ocean of my diarrhea, which has grown at this point. And you are no longer heard from, minions. You are gone. So that's it.
Anything you want to add, Cindy?
Gru to the rescue. His minions, anytime they need help, he comes to the rescue in his giant car, spaceship, and anything else.
Poop splitter.
All right. So those were good. Those were good. You guys all brought out really good stuff.
Wow, that was great.
It's always a fun round. Imagine playing this when you've been in the bar for 3 hours, drinking heavy, and then we play this round. It's always funnier than hell. This one was good. I am gonna give the 5 points. 5 points to Joe. Coach K. Working in the Bobby Knight angle, I had totally forgotten about that. The Army thing was good. I knew about that. Totally forgot about the Bobby Knight connection. The Muggsy Bogues thing was really great. So,
Jay, I originally thought of Yao Ming, and I'm like, no, I gotta blend in with those preschoolers. Muggsy Bogues.
That's awesome. 5 points for Joe. 5 points for Joe. All right, moving on. That scene All right, round 4. We're gonna go real quick. 3 rounds, 3 questions here. Simple over and under. I'm going to give you a statement. The answer you're gonna answer over or under, because I'm going to give you an answer to whatever I'm saying, and you're going to have to tell me is the real answer over or under of what I'm saying. All right. Number 1, over and under on the times the number 1 seed has reached the times no number 1 seed has reached the final 8 or the lead 8. So how many times has no number 1 seed not reached the elite 8? So I'm saying the answer is 3. Do you think the real answer is less than that or more than that, or over or under? So no number 1 seeds left in the tournament at the elite 8.
At the elite 8.
Yep, at the elite 8. And my answer is 3. Is the real answer over or under my answer? All right, number 2. The number of times a Big Ten team has won the NCAA tournament. The number of times a Big Ten team has won the NCAA tournament. My answer is 8. Is the real answer over or under that? I have Muggsy Bogues in my head, man. Like I'm seeing him like skipping down the road with the minions. Oh, that's hilarious. So number of Big Ten teams or times the Big Ten teams that have won the NCAA tournament. 8 times or over or under that? All right, number 3. Last one of this round. The number of times Marquette has made the NCAA tournament. Marquette. Small school in Milwaukee. Marquette. 28
McGuire.
is the answer I have. What did you say it again?
McGuire.
Al McGuire, yeah. Joe and I talked about that on Monday's show. It's one of those teams I loved. Butch Lee and Jerome Whitehead, and that was a great team. I love the uniforms, where they had those untucked uniforms like DePaul did. Yeah, I loved that team. Yeah. So how many times has Marquette made the tournament? 28. Over or under that? I also was talking about that Dwayne Wade team in the tournament, and that run was just those games that they played were so. They had a huge run in every single game late in the game, and it was just so electric. That was a fun team to watch. So the number of times Marquette has made the NCAA tournament, my answer is 28. Is the real answer over or under that? All right, we're going to go quickly through this. There's your next hashtag it. Hashtag it. Throw them in the chat, and we'll get them up there. Let's do it relatively quickly so we can get out of here. Got one more round, but I have not done this picture before in hashtag. I've done it in real life. I have not done it online. So I'm anxious to see what people do. All right. Still waiting for Doug's. Oh, and Cindy. I got Doug's. Oh. It's good, Doug. It's good, Doug. Like the tie-in. It was good. That's good, too. Oh, that was Joe's. Joe's is that. I like that, Doug. Yeah, that's good.
That's his superpower. His jellyfish arms. Well, that's pretty impressive, Doug.
I haven't read them yet, Joe.
Oh, nobody. Sorry.
All right. Oh, gosh. Okay, 3 points on the line for this one. It's getting down to it.
I forgot the A.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right. Hashtag Doug's jellyfish arm. That's a good one. I like the tie-in. Hashtag stuck on you. Also a good one. I like that one a lot. And 3, hashtag I'm a squirter. This is tough. I am going to go, I'm sorry, have to do it. Hashtag I'm a squirter.
Woohoo!
Hashtag I'm a squirter.
That takes up for my 2 points lost. How many is that?
That's 3 points. That's
All
3
right.
points. Yeah, those were all good. All right. Another extra point round real quick. So this is a game called Hashtag It. If you remember the Super Bowl commercial from years back, it was on our list when we did the show. The Doritos commercial with the free Doritos, and there's a snow globe, and the guy throws the snow globe through the snow globe can see the future, and it says, "There's free Doritos at the office today." The guy's going, "What?" And he throws it through the machine, so they're all free. And the guy's like, "Oh, cool." Then he makes a wish and throws it and hits his boss right in the nuts. Great commercial. But they won. That was a contest that they had won. Frito-Lay had a commercial contest, and the winning one was a Super Bowl commercial, which is pretty cool. The guys who won that were then commissioned to make a board game called Triviathon, or they made it called Triviathon. So this is a game called Triviathon, and I'm asking you, how many points do you want? So listen to me closely here. So how many points do you want? There's 4 questions here, 4 statements here. The answers to all 4 of these are 0, 1, 2, and 3. All right? So one of them, like for example, the times all 4 number 1 seeds have advanced to the Final Four could be 0, could be 1, could be 2, or could be 3. All right? You're trying to find the one as best you can. You might know 1, you might know 2, you might not know any, and just take a guess. You're going to get points on whatever you guess. So for example, if you guess A, and that's the one that's 0, you get 0 points, right? Does that make sense? So all the answers are 0, 1, 2. I already said D earlier if you were paying attention. Joe knows it. If you were paying attention, I told you how many times San Francisco has won the NCAA title. So that's a 2. I guess I told it to you again. So that's the 2 right there. So you can either just put D down in your sheet. Everybody else can only get 1 more point than you if they answered the right 3, right? Or they can get 0 or 1, right? So just put that answer on your sheet and give me a thumbs up when you have it. If you don't know, just take a guess. You're going to get those points. You're good, Joe?
Yep.
All right, Cindy's good. We're going to move on. Last round, know it or blow it. We always end with this round. I have to say, I think, I could be wrong, I think this is the easiest know it or blow it we've ever done. So how know it or blow it works is there are 10 in this case, in this question. There's 10 possible answers. I'm going to give you a statement, and there's 10 possible answers. If you put 5 answers down, and all 5 answers are right, you're going to get 5 points. All right? In fact, I'm going to double those points. So if you put 5 answers down, you don't have to put all 10. But if you put 5 answers down, and all 5 of them are right, you're going to get 5, and I'm going to give you a bonus of 5. Okay? If you put 3 answers down, and all 3 of them are right, I'm going to give you a bonus. So you're going to get 6 points. All right? However, if you put 5 answers down, and only 4 of them are right, you don't get dick. All right? You get 0 points. All right? So be confident in your answers. If you're down a little bit here, you might have to take a little bit of a gamble. I will say this round, like 60% of the time, results in a 0 for teams. I think the highest score we've ever gotten any round, I've been doing this round for 10 years, I think the highest score we've ever gotten without doubling the points is a 7 on a 10-point question. So, but I think this one's relatively easy. So, everybody understand how it works? So on your answer sheet, you're going to put as many answers of those 10 as you know. Be confident. If you're down, you might want to take a chance. You know, we're not playing for money. So, all right. So the question is, name the 10 schools with the most NCAA appearances. I already gave you one, Kentucky. Donnie, she's going to need some help on this one. Go ahead and mute yourselves if you need to. Name the 10 schools with the most NCAA tournament appearances. There's certainly 5, I would guess, that you could guess right away.
In the air.
Got about 30 seconds to finish up. Make sure you're confident with everything on your sheet, unless you just need to take a chance. All right, we had our last score check. We had a range from 8 to 14. So everything's in play here, right? So I'm going to double the points if you get these all right. So this round usually makes or break it. Again, most people get zeros on this round, but this one I think is relatively easy. I think it's, especially when I'm doubling the points, you should be able to get some points in this one. All right. All right. So let's go through the answers to the stuff we missed earlier. All right. And then there's this screen. Hi. Answers. Paragraph. Get it? It's a paragraph. Come on.
If you just said graph, do you get any points for that?
Nope.
All right.
Joe, did you get that?
Well, you said, Jay, that if we came up with something good enough, you'd give it to us. I came up with line graph.
Read the instructions.
Just give me the points, Jay.
No. What word? Not words. What word? Paragraph. And line graph isn't clever because that's a bar graph, first of all, so it doesn't work. In fact,
all true facts. All true facts, Jay. Thank you.
All right. So, Cindy, did you get that one? You have anything?
No, I had nothing.
All right.
I was going with the basketball theme, and I was thinking like the other one had points, so I was thinking like point guard or tip off or some crap.
I like the creativity, Cindy. Just joking. Just joking. That was worth 3 points. All right. So tell me what word you had. I had blastoma, a 15-word point.
Good.
Did anybody have more than 15?
I had 15 exactly.
Okay.
Damages.
All right. Joe?
I had 14 bottles.
That sucks for you.
Thank you.
Joe, if you would have done bottled, you would have had 15.
Yep. You still would have got 0 points, but,
Virginia Tech guy right there.
All right, Cindy, what'd you have?
I had biggest, which was 14. So.
All right. Looks like I'm smarter at word games than you guys.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I came up with this one. All right, so Doug, you tied me, right? You got the closest. I'm going to give you 2 extra points. Woo-hoo. 2 points. 2 points. Usually I get creamed in this round because I'm not good at word games. But guess you guys just think worse than I do. Teasing. It's all love. It's all love. All right. This is the one we didn't do, which is a really fun one. All right. What did you guys have for this one? I gave you the 2. How many points did you get? Only one time has all 4 number 1 seeds advanced to the NCAA or the Final Four. Anybody know what year that is?
It wasn't
too long ago.
In the last 10 years.
Incorrect.
Oh.
2008. 2008. Which seems like it was in the last 10 years, but it wasn't.
Right.
2008. So Villanova's won the national championship 3 times, and no number 5 seed. I did not know this before I did these shows this week. No number 5 seed has ever won the championship. That's weird, isn't it?
Yep.
Especially when a number 5 seed, the 5-12 thing, usually they're you think one of them would go on to win, but did anybody? So what did everybody have for this one?
I just stuck with D.
All right, so 2 points for Cindy. Doug, what'd you get?
B, Villanova.
All right, so 3 points for Doug. Joe, what'd you get?
I got everyone, Jay.
You had to get one. You had to pick one.
Oh, I picked them all. I picked them all, man.
So you got 3 points.
Yes.
You got 3 points. All right. So make sure you notate that on your answer sheet. All right. So before I go to the last question, show you the last question, give me some of the teams. Cindy, give me a team other than Kentucky that you think has made the most appearances.
I put Villanova.
Okay, just give me one. Okay, Villanova. All right. Joe, give me one.
Kansas.
Kansas. Doug, give me one.
UCLA.
UCLA. Cindy, you have another one you feel confident in?
No, but I'm gonna go with Duke.
Duke. All right, that's a good one. Joe,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Doug,
Indiana.
Indiana. I don't remember the list. I think it's one's going to be close. Yeah, all right. So Indiana. Cindy, you have another one on your list?
Purdue.
Purdue. I think they're close. I don't know if they're on it. I don't remember. Joe?
Because it's been 23 in a row, I'm going with Michigan State, Jay.
Michigan State.
I was going to go with Michigan, and I hate to do it. So I went with State with 23 in a row.
Michigan. I will tell you, Michigan State, I know Michigan State has more appearances than Michigan.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know where that list is. Well, I do know somewhat of the list. All right, so Doug, what do you have?
Louisville.
Louisville. Good call. That one. Cindy, you have any other ones?
No.
All right. All right, Joe, do you have any more?
I do not.
All right, Joe's getting 0 points.
Awesome.
Joe's getting 0 points. Michigan State is not on that list, I don't believe. Here is your... Oh, we didn't do the over-under. Sorry, we did the over-under first. So we'll do this. So over-under, the number one seed has not made the Elite Eight 3 different times. No number one seed has it. So if you had over or under, give yourself a point. All right?
If we had what?
What did you have on this answer, over or under?
I had over.
All right, so... oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I forgot the real answer. The answer is... oh my God. The answer is 0. Sorry. The answer is 0.
Okay.
No time is a number one seed has always at least reached the lead 8. Sorry. Sometimes I forget about this round. All right. All right. Who had what on this one? Over or under?
Under.
Joe, what do you have?
I have over.
Okay.
Jay.
Cindy, what do you have?
Over.
Over is correct. It is 10. 10 for that one. All right, number 3. Number of times Marquette is made the NCAA tournament, 28. Over or under?
I put under.
Joe? The answer
Under.
is over. The
Wow.
answer, I think, is 34 or 35, one of the two, which I was really surprised at. All right, now we're going to go to this. Kentucky, North Carolina, Kansas, UCLA, Duke, Louisville, Syracuse, Indiana was on the list. Purdue was not. Villanova and Notre Dame. Michigan State, I believe, is 11th.
No Purdue.
Yeah, no Purdue. So 0 points for Cindy, 0 points for Joe. Doug, did you miss any on that?
I don't think so.
How many did you
Hold on.
have?
No, I missed it. No, North Carolina's on there. Okay.
Yeah.
I had 7.
You had 7, or all 7 are on there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I think we have a wiener. He was down, but that's 14 points, Doug.
Yeah.
That's 14 points. All right, now, total up all your points. We did all the brain teasers now. We've done the extra points. All your points are out there. Total them all out for me. All right, you guys have your totals? All right, Cindy, how many points do you have? The reigning Knockin Noggins champ. Is she going to be dethroned?
18.
18. I think you're going to be dethroned.
You and your double points.
Joe, how many points did you have, my friend?
24, Jay.
24. It's going to be close. Doug, what is your point total?
26.
26.
Whoa. Man.
We have a winner.
The rookie.
The rookie. Awesome. See, it was all close. It was all close. We had what, 6 points? 6-point range there at the end. Right? I told you it all works out. You guys would give me so much flack for giving points away. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I knew this round was going to be harder for Cindy than it was for you guys. That's why I had to kind of give her some points earlier. I didn't give you. You earned them. You earned them. But,
Thanks.
well, thanks guys for joining. It was fun. It's always fun to do this. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. Next we have, I don't know what tomorrow is. I don't even know. Today was a lot. I don't know if I can actually get to a show tomorrow. I might have to rest, given my health stuff. So we will see. We will see. I will definitely be back this Sunday with, actually, let me see if I have that screen. I have that screen? Yeah, I do. See, now I can use it. Sunday, I will be on with my buddy Andy Dubitsky doing a New York Mets episode. And the week after that is my baseball prediction show. Doug and I will be on Wednesday on our Pastor and Professor show, diving deeper into his book. Are We Doing Church Wrong? And I don't know, anything else? Anything else you guys want to say, or before we take off? Or
Had fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice
my friend.
meeting you guys.
You're welcome.
Take care,
Yeah,
guys.
see you guys too.
All right. Love you guys. Appreciate it.
Later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.